Hello, everyone, and welcome to the special edition Real Talk with Brian Poduska. I'm Lyndon Wilson, creator of The Difference, and we are doing a Friday show where we normally do our shows on Thursday at 1, but given the catastrophe that is Texas weather, at least for this week, Brian reached out to me when I thought it was a great idea and wanted to do a special show because we all are about making the difference. We really want to surround ourselves with people that can make the difference. And Brian wanted to hear and actually share some connections that he has, and share those with people that may be watching, that may need some help in coming out of what we just went through over the last week. So having said that, I'm going to let Brian take over. Brian, tell everybody about you again and Real Property Management Focus.
Yeah, thanks, Lyndon, and thanks for kind of doing this little end around here. We weren't able to do our show yesterday given the rolling blackouts that we've been experiencing and the internet outages and things like that. So we've got enough connectivity to do this, and I appreciate you setting up a quick short show here. I'm Brian Poduska, owner of Real Property Management Focus, where we focus on your real estate investments, which has been highly taxed here recently with the weather that we've experienced. And Lennon kind of hit it on the head. And what we wanted to do is just really do a quick 15-minute-ish, something like that, show to cover basically a PSA for anybody out there who's experienced damage with the storms, burst pipes, leaking roofs, need restoration work. The furnaces are out. I mean, those are all extremely common, unfortunately, in the DFW area here. So I just wanted to really get this PSA out there to share some of our contacts that we've used as vendors, people that we trust, that are good people that are trying to do the right thing. I've spoken to pretty much everybody in the list that we're going to share over the last couple of days, and as you can expect, they're extremely slammed with business right now, and their waiting lists are extremely long. So I'm gonna preface, before we share all their information, hopefully you'll be able to get a hold of them, their waiting list is very long, but if you can mention Real Property Management, hopefully they'll move you up the list. Can't guarantee anything.
There you
go. Like I said, these guys and gals are trusted vendors that we've worked with before, and if it can help anybody in the listening audience or anybody in the area, that's what this show is all about. And just really trying to bring a little bit of peace of mind to folks that have experienced something that, I think everybody in the area here, I'm from the Chicago area and been through a lot of big snowstorms, but obviously it's a little better equipped and used. The area up there is used to it versus down here we've been talking about energy companies and things like that in the green room, so to speak, and it literally is kind of a catastrophe. So that's what this show is about, just trying to get information out there to folks who may need it.
Yep. And again, I want to thank you, Brian, for even just thinking about this. I think we all got kind of caught off guard and didn't expect this to last quite as long as it did. And so we kind of get into our own little, I know I've been battling the no power. I had 4 days consecutive with no power, not rolling. I had no power at all at any time. And so we finally got the power back on, and I'm doing the happy dance, and then the water pipes start. So you go from
happy dance, huh?
right. That was a very, very short happy dance, because then all of a sudden you're rushing to get the water turned off. I drive up to my son's house yesterday. They invited me over. They said, "Come over, take a shower." So I'm all happy. I'm driving over there. I drive up, and he comes running out the front door in his pajamas, in a panic. And I look over their garage or drive through, and there's water dripping. So I realized then they've got a leak too. And so fortunately, as I stepped out of the truck, it was right by the water meter, and we were able to get it turned off pretty quick. So Man, I tell you, it just, you battle that one particular, the cold, the frigid cold, and no power, and then just when you think things can start to return to normal, now you've got to deal with that. And like you said, these guys that are out there um, are going to be so backlogged. They're
Yeah.
going to be. I mean, and I was telling people yesterday, I'm like, call the plumber now and get on their list. I mean, I don't care if it's Sunday, because if you wait, people are going to start realizing, even today, tomorrow, as it thaws out, there's going to be more problems. So let's pop up that list real quick, Brian, if you want to. I'll let you read this off to everyone. Obviously, our viewers are smart; they can read, but this makes good airtime if we read it ourselves.
Yeah, well, and what I'd recommend too for those watching and can see the screen, just take a snapshot of it with your phone. Again, like I said, these are all vendors that we use either frequently or have used in the past, and they're all folks that are good people out there trying to help people in need right now. So, I try to order it a little bit in order of need. I know plumbers are at a premium right now. Just you've experienced it on both sides, your own home, Lyndon, and your son's home. So. Yeah, I mean, word to the wise. Obviously, know where that shutoff valve is for your home, whether it's at the curb or in front of your home near the foundation. But our plumbers that we use, Hickman Plumbing. Tony Hickman is the owner. I know Tony very well. He's been in the business for I think close to 20 years. He recently, a couple of years ago, went on his own and started Hickman Plumbing. He was with Ben Franklin for years, so he knows what he's doing, and he's got a great crew. His phone number is up on the screen. You can see it, 469-395-2622. You can check out his website, www.hickmanplumbingservices.com. He services the entire DFW area, though he is located, I believe, in Garland is where his home office is. So he's trying to prioritize as many places as he can get to. So if you're down in that way, check out Tony. Also, GPS Plumbing, we've used them. They're a Frisco family-owned business. We've used them for jobs in the Frisco area. They can be reached at 469-777-0217. Website is there, www.gps-plumbing.com. From after the plumbing is shut off and repaired, you've got the restoration work, right? So I know I spoke to the first guy on the list here, Pure Dynamic. Brad Addington is the owner. Great guy. Owns his own company. He's got a very small crew, so he is really getting slammed. I know he's pulling darn near all-nighters. And I know that there's a business owner here in Frisco, Eric Brashears. He's actually been on the show a few weeks ago. So he owns Minuteman Press in Frisco, which experienced broken pipes. And I know Brad was able to shuffle his schedule, get out there and help Eric clean up the mess. I believe they're going to be back open on Monday. But an example of, local business owner helping out another business owner. Again, his company is called Pure Dynamic. Brad Addington is the owner. His number is 214-612-0612. Next on the list, Dalworth Restoration. The sales contact there is Michael Martin. He's also been on the show. We've used Dalworth for a fairly large residential job of water mitigation and then mold remediation. Dalworth does a fantastic job. They're a larger outfit, and I know what they're doing right now is focusing mostly on commercial and even some municipal buildings and schools and things like that. They've risen to the top of their service list for good reason, obviously, with the schools and municipalities. But if you can, reach out to Michael and see if you can get on their list. His phone number is 682-300-9046. If you go to their website, dalworthrestoration.com, they do have a 1-800 number that they're open 24/7. Again, you may have better luck going directly to Michael. Michael, sorry if I'm overloading you by sharing your personal number, but again, just trying to get people in touch with good people that can potentially help them out. HVAC, obviously another big concern for those without furnaces and heat the last week or so. Obviously, most of that's been driven by the lack of electricity. But if you do have issues with your HVAC, we've got a great company that we work with, Temperature Pro. Fuad Feshetan is the owner. His number is 469-217-6406. You can see the website there. It's temperaturepromesquite.com. They are located in Mesquite, but they operate throughout the DFW area. So don't hesitate to call Fuad if you're not local to Mesquite down there. But, like I said, they service the entire area. I know he went out to one of my owner's personal homes yesterday to try to help out with a furnace filter or a furnace issue. They narrowed it down to the filter. So this is tips for folks that may have experienced the furnace that went out. Change your filter if it hasn't been done recently, because that can be an easy fix that will get your furnace up and going again. So try that first before you even pull out Fuad or any of his crew. That may solve your problem. Francisco is another gentleman who's helped us out in the past. His number is 214-733-3491. And then obviously we've got roofers who are in need as well. I know I've reached out or been reached out to from several homeowners. A neighbor of mine down the street, as a matter of fact, has water coming through his roof, which then is leaked into the drywall in his upstairs ceiling. A lot of these can be, just ice dams that have formed on the roof, and as it melts, it can be coming through, which is an issue with the roof, but obviously not one that, is as urgent as a broken pipe, but can easily be fixed. So one of our sponsors, Daniel Cook, owner of Cook DFW Roofing and Restoration, his information is here. He's also on the show on a regular basis, and his information is shared every week. Daniel's awesome. Again, he does what's right for the homeowner, and he has a recently opened up business as of December of last year. So not to say that he has any free time on his hands, but he is going to do what it takes to get out to your location and service you as quickly as possible. His phone number is 469-616-2076. Again, Daniel's website, again, it's been on the show, but it's www.cookdfw.com. And then another business partner of mine, a good friend of mine from our Master Networks group. His name is Chris Parrish. He is a business development manager for Pross Roofing and Construction. Again, great guy. He's a Frisco resident. Really does the right thing for his clients. He is going to get to you as soon as he can. So I would suggest reaching out to him if you can't get a hold of Daniel. His number 469-865-7009. And their website, again, is prossconstruction.com.
All right. Well, that is a lot. I'm going to take that that PNG file there, and I'm going to put that on our Facebook page as well. So anybody that's watching will be able to see that. If you're going to the Difference radio live stream and podcast on Facebook, you can see that and get that information. Also, feel free to share anybody else that you may know in there that's helping people out, because right now we all need to pull together in every way we can and really connect our resources to help everybody get through this as quickly as possible. So, Brian, you got anything else? I've run the scrolls on your sponsors. If you want to talk about them, we can put up the splash screens real quick. Or if there's anything else you want to share today.
Yeah, why don't we just thank our sponsors in the short show here. We wouldn't be here if they're not here with us. So let's talk about Carrie Cook, Cavalier Realty Group. She's with Keller Williams, 972-342-5763. She happens to be the wife of Daniel Cook, the aforementioned Daniel Cook, owner of Cook DFW Roofing and Restoration. Carrie also has her fingerprints on that business, as she runs a lot of the back office stuff for Cook DFW. So Obviously a great partnership business with Cook DFW. Carrie's an awesome realtor, really focuses on her clients. So, if you want to look for a home in a power grid that didn't go out, I know Carrie's working on that list. So, reach out to Carrie if you're looking to buy in a future grid that doesn't that's near a hospital, a fire department, a police department. I hear are all the ones that are popular. So for those of you who own homes in those areas and are potentially thinking about selling, reach out to Carrie.
Value just went up.
They've been going up the last year, and they just went through the roof. So
right.
No pun intended there. So that's Carrie. There's Cook DFW's splash page. I've already talked about them, but obviously they do more than roofs. They do full restoration as well on any damage caused by roofing issues. They do fences. They do pergolas. They do all kinds of different things. So you can read down the list of things there. But the biggest thing with DFW is they have client focus. They want you to be happy. They their priorities. So it sets them apart. They also have some cool technology that they use with drone technology, and really helpful from a roofing and an estimate with insurance purposes. So check out Cook DFW if you're at all thinking about or needing roof issues or issues repaired during these rough times. And then finally, we've got Liberator Health Insurance, Mr. Greg Holdberg. He's a difference maker here on The Difference. So he's part of that show as well. But Greg has a really unique offering from a health insurance standpoint. It really puts the power in your hands as a consumer of health needs or healthcare needs. So it allows you to negotiate and really get what the fair price is for any sort of care that you may need. You can see on the list there in the blue all the things that is covered by Liberator Health Insurance and their plans. So if you need to get a hold of Greg, reach out. My eyes are getting me here, but I think it's 214. What is that? 886-4588.
Let me run this at the bottom.
There we go. So it's scrolling at the bottom. Reach out to Greg, or his email is there, and his website is there as well. So, even if you've signed up for your annual government-based plan, which tend to be very expensive and not have very great coverage, huge deductibles and things like that, reach out to Greg. He can walk you through how to get out of that and into a program that might make sense for you.
All right. Good stuff. And again, Brian, thank you for thinking about doing this show today. And if we can help anybody, then it was worth it, right? So
that's the whole point, man. It's our thoughts and prayers go out to everybody out there who's been through the ringer here this past week. In most cases, whether it's water damage or roof damage or furnaces that need to be replaced. The good thing is, most people are still healthy and breathing and everything. So we're thankful for that. Damage can be repaired. It's going to be, take some time to get through this. And hopefully the context we shared today will help with that. But again, thoughts and prayers go out to everybody who's been dealing with, the mess that's occurred this week.
Right. Well, if you don't have anything else, I'll let you close us out, and we'll try to start the cleanup process, and then we'll be back here next week. Hopefully, if we don't get anything else. It is Texas, and it's Snowvid 2021, right? Is that what they call it?
Snowvid 2021. You brought that to my attention earlier today. That's one I hadn't heard yet. So that's we've got to smile. COVID to Snowvid. COVID to Snowvid. Snowmageddon. Here we are. Hopefully we're at least we'll be on air. Hopefully again Thursday, 1:00, our usual slot. In the meantime, I've got some properties to tend to as well that have had water damage that we manage. So I'm going to hit the road here pretty soon. But for those who were able to catch us today, and for those listening on the recording, again, thoughts and prayers go out to everybody, and we'll hopefully see you next Thursday, 1:00. Take care, everybody.
One thing real quick, if you're watching this, please share it. Somebody may need those numbers. So we'd appreciate it if you would share. And we will see y'all next week.
See ya.
The Difference is a proud supporter of the following nonprofits. Creek and Timber Legacy, providing outdoor learning, hunting, and firearm therapy for veterans, first responders, and children with serious illness. You can find more info at creekandtimberlegacy.org. And Sharp Shoes. Through local schools and shelters, Sharp Shoes helps provide new shoes for countless needy people and their families. You can find more info at sharpshoes.org.